shouldn't. I should never be straight up.
This is what I'm dealing with all season.
So there's that. At least now we know the audio works. No. All right. I guess we're going vertical unless I can figure it out between now and then.
frustrating.
Well, you better believe that when the schedules were put out, all eyes went to June 11th. Westchester United and Ocean City Nor'easters. It's a matchup of two teams that, well, Ocean City has had mostly the upper hand in, but they have been awfully interesting games and games that have helped determine who wins the Mid-Atlantic Division here in USL League 2. Glad you're with us here on YouTube. I'm Christian Taylor. It's an honor to have you with us here tonight, here in Wayne, PA. It's 70 degrees, a little chillier than usual here this evening. Wind blowing slightly here, and certainly set up for what should be a fascinating matchup. It is Westchester who are in the light blue tonight. Ocean City are in the orange. They surely shine bright with those, don't they? Both of these two teams, well, they've done awfully well so far up to this point. No losses, either of these two teams. One team may have a blemish after tonight, but we'll certainly see how it all goes. Westchester will start going from left to right, and they start with the ball. Ocean City moving from right to left. We're here at YSC Academy. Gorgeous facility here, of course, where Philly Union Academy participate as well. The main hosts, if you will. And off we go as Westchester will start the possession here on the left-hand side. And here in this Mid-Atlantic Division, well, you've got Ocean City, who are right now sitting at number 1. So they go with the points per game bit. Westchester technically have one more point than Ocean City do, but it's because they've played one more than Ocean City. So Westchester have the 13 points right now, but Ocean City have a game in hand. They have 12 points. They are perfect 4 for 4 so far this season, with Westchester 4-0-1. And certainly it all comes to this one, and of course the reverse fixture coming up a little bit later this season. This one trapped in the corner. Jackson Gilman doing a decent job to shield it out. And a goal kick coming for Westchester here early on. Westchester, of course, coached by Blaise Santangelo for himself, too. This is one and he's been looking forward to. He knew this was a big one coming in. This one taken by Ocean City. It's a decent opportunity for Nolan Spicer. That's brought back down into a good area for Ocean City. On the left side, this is Silva looking to head it through. And Westchester looking to clear. There were shouts for a handball there for a moment. Now Ridge Robinson tries to take hold for the Predators here. And now they can try and build out of the back. We'll run through the starters here in a brief moment, but Blaise Santangelo is the head coach, as has been usual, and helps run most of the day-to-days with this program. Just builds up a really nice bit, doesn't he? Ocean City coached by Matt Perella. Him and Blaise Santangelo know each other pretty well. And Matt Perella had a really nice career, a career that bounced around. Firstly, he played collegiately over at Rider over in New Jersey, but tried moving along the professional ranks. And now is coaching this team, picking up all the success. Taken forward. Defensed in Resch, who nearly made a meal out of it. And it is secured here on the back end. Goalie for Ocean City tonight is Marc Bonaire. I'll see how frequently they will need his services here this evening. Bonaire, who plays over at West Virginia, doesn't have necessarily all the action in the world over there, but very capable backup there for a team who made a pretty deep run in this year's NCAA tournament. Always seem to have a good team over there. This one kept in the center. Ocean City, they certainly love to possess the ball. And they're trying to do so again here tonight. Kept on the left side and a slide out by Luke Thomas of Westchester. Looking to take it out of the backside, and Ocean City are exactly able to do so. I'll run through the starters here, and we'll start with Ocean City. Make their way down, of course, from Ocean City, New Jersey. And they're going to try playing a little bit of a 4-3-3 here tonight. Firstly in goal, we mentioned Marc Bonaire, but defense, Agustin Resch, Josh Jones, Maruki Kawahara, Jansen Miller, all some players who may have a look on the defensive end, although Kawahara, he likes to play a lot of good midfield, doesn't he? Takes a big look and a big thump right inside the penalty area. Actually, Kafiro will be playing more of a defensive role for Ocean City here tonight, with Kawahara, who plays kind of more of a middle central mid and drop back, certainly when needed. Marco Silva, he's located himself on the left-hand side. Artur Vigier playing a bit of midfield too. And then some of your attackers, Nolan Spicer, Roberto Cruz, Colin Veltri, all guys who can find the back of the cage for Ocean City. Nolan Spicer is playing just inside their number 9, Alberto Cruz, this evening. This is all very typical of any Ocean City team. They hold on to the ball, they take all the energy off of you. Right now, Moses Kafiro is asking for it on the deep left side, and now Bonaire finally tries to locate him. Let's see if he can get it here, and Gilman, well, he headed it backwards, had to put it into a spot where only he could get it, and he recovered awfully nicely. We'll run through the Westchester starters in a moment, too. They're playing a 3-back set that transforms into a 5-back set, but going to use these outside backs to do some magic for them. Bonaire there to claim. Alex Gatesy is the starting goaltender for Westchester. Jack Bonus, Jackson Gilman, and Yuri Sendin. All massive performers on that back line for Westchester. Then you got Luke Thomas, who can drop back. He's playing a right mid. Patrick Short in the center. Carter Houlihan as well. Josh Pulla, very capable man. Do a bit. Ken Roby plays more of an attacking mid. And then you got Josh Lucchini, Rich Robinson holding fort up top. Both guys who have scored many goals in their careers. Well done there defensively. Need to have good foot skills if you're a defender as well. Leaping up is Josh Jones. We will be talking a lot about him tonight. Already has plans to play at the next level. The idea was there to try and find Ridge Robinson, but Josh Lucchini unable to pull the trigger exactly the way he wanted to. Cutting in is Veltri, and he gets the pass off, but Gilman covers nicely. Already very interesting between these two teams. A shout or two, perhaps. Ocean City with the better look so far in this game. Some big thuds off that defensive line.
Oh. I love it. I saw him in Lawrence.
Jones wearing the captain's band. He's one of the returners on this team from last year. Ocean City, for as successful as they were last year, really only brought back 4 or 5 players from last year's roster. But maybe the biggest of them all is that big number 24 there. And one can argue Maruki Kawahara, who has such a good possessional mindset, and Colin Veltri, who is starting tonight too. Veltri, who was Ocean City's breakthrough player of the year last year. Just incredible watching how he grew and grew as the season went along. Started a little bit slower starting in off the bench, but wow, as the end of the year came along, he was playing full 90-minute games. Kafiro right in the center. Vijay helping it along. And Ocean City need to try and find something, but they cannot do so. It ends up as a goal kick for Westchester. Well, just to show you how important this game is, last season, these two teams were separated by just a single point. Ocean City finished in first with the 29, and they were the lone advancers out of this division into the postseason. 29 points to Westchester's 28. And it maybe just all comes down to these two teams' matchup. Remember, the game that was here at YSC Academy last season, Westchester led 2-0. And Ocean City came on back. They stuck to their game plan, tired out Westchester a little bit, and got their 2 goals to pick up a draw. And it's that 1 point that was the differential. You think if Westchester were able to hold on, they would be the ones who were dancing in the tournament. Westchester trying to knock on the door here. And Luke Thomas not far away. Too heavy of a touch by Roby, and it's worked out to the left side for Ocean City. This is Marco Silva. Finished up a redshirt freshman campaign over at the powerhouse of Marshall. Just real clinical passing of the ball by Ocean City. Cut towards the center, a little back flick intention by Vijay. There's Gilman. Westchester looking for something out of the back. Ridge Robinson coming back to meet it. And he's the veteran of this team, isn't he? Ridge Robinson graduating from Coastal Carolina back in 2014. And he does a lot of day-to-day things as well for Westchester United. And steps in as still a very important player up top. Just always knows where to be, doesn't he? Found to Thomas, and Westchester now enjoying a little decent spell of possession. Blocked by Kafiro. Sticking out Yuri Sendin and whipped out of bounds. And down to the turf. It was Nolan Spicer. Tried to get it going quickly again. Played about 12, 13 minutes here Ocean City and Westchester. And you just get a sense that these two sides are feeling each other out. And Ocean City maybe with an extra chance or two. Found for Vigier, loops it up. And gloved by Gatesy. Luke Thomas has found himself in bits of space so far tonight, trying to deal with Kafiro, who isn't afraid to adventure forward. This is Pula. Popped up towards the backside. Kafiro did just enough to edge it towards the end line. Ridge Robinson keeps it in though. Now it's Roby. Kept low, skied high, and dealt with fairly easily. And now Ocean City can try and attack. A lot of pace there off the feet of Nolan Spicer, but right back into the area of Jack Bonus, who meanders forward. Pula keeps it low, whipped away by Resch. He's a Seton Hall man. And a foul committed by Ken Roby, grown from the Westchester faithful here. Kawahara takes a look towards the center. Alberto Cruz, the intended target for Ocean City. Dangerous, but converted as Jackson Gilman heads it back to his goalkeeper. See how far Bonus is going to be allowed to travel. Nearly cut off by Jones. Down goes Kawahara as he is fouled. Standing at 5'7", Kawahara, finishing up a season over at Nebraska Omaha, the Mavericks, after transferring over from Akron. Akron, a team who continuously produces talent, goes pretty far, but Kawahara certainly enjoyed a really nice season over at Omaha. 15 games, doubled his game appearances as opposed to the year prior at Akron. It's a Omaha team who lost in the NCAA tournament to Missouri State. Here's a chance, sliding out Gilman, shouts for handball by Colin Veltri, and it stays away. Score staying at 0-0 so far, but there have been tiny gaps that the Nor'easters have almost fully exploited. Over the head of Silva. Ridge Robinson trying to show. Instead, it's booted towards the left side and too far for Carter Houlihan, the Lafayette man. All Patriot League third team selection this season. A team that made it to the Patriot League finals. Eventually lost to Boston University. So it was the Terriers who were the Patriot League representative this season. Glad you're with us here tonight. I'm Christian Taylor here on YouTube. Fantastic crowd here at YSC Academy. The fans knowing the importance of a simple game like this. And how about the color-on-color matchup tonight, huh? The bright orange against the bright blue. Don't get much better than that, really. Thumped down by Resch. Robinson had it escape from his feet real quick. Tried to go a quick 1-2. Here comes Lucchini, playing havoc with the piece right now. Kafiro able to stay away. Heads up, coming this way. Kafiro knew where to find the spot, didn't he? Oh, Luke Thomas nearly taking it away himself, and he's fouled in the process. Luke Thomas has been very impressive so far tonight. Last touched by Jansen Miller on the right side. He's an Indiana man, finished his senior year there. And Resch goes down, holding his face. And this will favor Ocean City. Westchester on the pickup. It's kept low on the ground. Carter Houlihan, another player down in the center. It's Lucchini. So he's asking for some sort of a foul. Now gets back to his feet. And Jones can comfortably work it back to his goaltending partner. And Ocean City are going to think about doing something on the left. Didn't stay that way for long. Mark Bonaire trying to push everybody up. Resch, who was fouled moments ago. It's a good forecheck being applied by the Predators. Forces it out. Not making things easy back there. But still you get a sense that Ocean City just stays so calm, certainly in pressure situations. Touching it is Spicer. Sees an opportunity up on the right end. Veltri catches up to it. See where he looks to go with this. At the edge of the penalty area. Good footwork there, nearly lost it on his own terms. Thrown in, Thomas heads down. And hang on a moment, a foul committed by Alberto Cruz. As Alex Gatesy took hold of the ball. And it was pretty easy for the official there. It was right on top of it. Good ball in, by the way, by Jansen Miller. He threw in a ball that gave some players something to think about. A lot of pace on this Westchester team, but that attempt thwarted. Jansen Miller being very adventurous here. Offsides, Marco Silva. Now, certainly, Ocean City, with whatever team they've put together the last handful of years, there is a common theme, and it's organization, possession, calmness, and then explosiveness. Oh, watch out here. Simple pressured opportunity for Ocean City. And Vijay is denied by Gatesy. Forced out for a corner kick. It was nearly given. And Ocean City certainly ruining that chance unless they can get something here off the corner. Gatesy coming in to save the day for Westchester. Given away at the worst possible area. Corner kick coming towards the center. They always target big number 24 in there. Jack Bonus doing his thing. Vijay, who just missed that attempt, finished up a senior season over at Florida Atlantic University. He had a really early impact there with the Owls. He had started his career over at Oakland University there in Michigan. Spent a couple of seasons there, put together 19 games. But you know, the transfer portal has been something else. Sometimes you will see some players respond greatly. Other times, not entirely so, but Vijay was somebody who went in awfully quickly and did his thing. And And actually, this season, he scored his first career goal. Scored it in the American tournament. And because of that goal, named to the AAC All-Tournament team. Out of bounds, last touch by Luke Thomas. Glad you're with us here tonight. Looking at about 24 minutes played in this first half. Very interesting first half. Kawahara goes down hard. And the sun beginning to peek out for the first time in a bit today. Not the warmest of evenings, getting just a tad chillier, but nothing too unbearable, certainly as compared to what this part of the country can feel. And you get sub-30 weather in the winter. Kawahara, a long look in. Doesn't seem like too bad of a ball, but offsides as the flag goes up. Westchester been able to avoid a few moments from their opposition tonight.
Thank you.
As this score stays 0-0. So now it's Gatesy who's directing something. He's pushing up his players as far as he can. Because, you know, he can send one far. Stays with Westchester. So now they'll have to deal a little bit with the sunshine. Reg Robinson angles the Chester. Only to Jones. Bonus can really get up there, can he? Standing at 6'1". The Villanova man. Maybe one of the best attributes you can say about him is he is dependable. Knows where to be. Always has some sort of a say back there. And pushed right back into the area of Marco Silva for Ocean City, who's in a little bit of trouble, but he weaves around it. Bonaire taking it towards the center. How about Kawahara? A quick kick with that right foot. Doesn't stay with the Nor'easters for long. Gilman, and now safely for Send It. It's all Pennsylvania school back line. Bonus from Villanova, Gilman from Pitt, and Sendin from Drexel. Pull up. It's actually only a couple of players starting tonight who did not play at all with a program from Pennsylvania. Nearly sifted through. Jones stays strong. Robinson causing some more havoc. Important intervention by Cafiro. That could have been in for Luke Thomas. And he's one of the few that we mentioned who are not from a Pennsylvania school. It's at one point in their career. Ken Roby, another one of those from SUNY New Paltz. Otherwise, everybody else, and Alex Gatesy, the goaltender. But he did play with FC Delco, so he has been in Pennsylvania, of course. From Newtown Square, PA. But at least when it comes to colleges, it's just those three. The assistant referee gonna pull him back a little bit. The lights come on here at YSC Academy. Almost 30 minutes gone, no score. Westchester and Ocean City. Sometimes these games can get so tense that just a singular goal could be the difference maker. It was thied by Alberto Cruz, and Luke Thomas saw where he was trying to go with it. Oh, he's been brilliant tonight. Reg Robinson, season in a tricky area, squirts away. Still with Westchester, though. The things that you're seeing tonight out of Reg Robinson, that is why he's still playing. That is why he continues to make an impact. To watch out. It was Resch who quickly cleared away. Roby trying to do something here. One-timer touched away by Kawahara and exits play. Goal kick for Ocean City. Much better for Westchester. Certainly a really strong look there. Really built that up into something. Ocean City trying to make a little bit of noise now themselves. Handball from Ken Roby there in the center. Glad you're with us here tonight. A game that you just do not want to miss. Either if you're here live or watching here on YouTube. Just one you have to see. Now, Resch has been something else tonight. What a great tandem. Now, with him and Jones, you get the height, and wow, Bonaire had to play real tricky just to keep it in his own midst. That's the strong footwork here of Ocean City. Silva lost it, though. Bonaire, it was all his. Ridge Robinson, the closest Westchester man to it. Gonna roll this out. Marco Silva is shown here. Marco Silva, we mentioned a redshirt freshman campaign. He just concluded with the Marshall Thundering Herd foul against Ocean City. It's Kawahara, the guilty party. That's Silva, really originally hailing from Coopersburg, PA, and played right here at the Union Academy at YSC. Another trip home for him. And certainly that's got to inspire him a little bit, you'd have to think. But now it's an important free kick for Westchester, and everybody has pushed up except for Luke Thomas. Everybody's back for Ocean City. Not taking any chances here. Hit on the back end. Tried to go a little deep with it. Jackson Gilman was waiting. Kept inside that sideline. And now here's Marco Silva. Very heavy of a touch by Vijay. Try to do a little bit of something. He's the last one to touch it here on the left side. Played a little over 30. Big thump here right below us. Well done by Silva. It's hard to keep it away from Robinson. He will stay on you. Vijay now. Tried the back flick. Wasn't there. Thomas. Now Roby looking smartly towards Robinson. It was a heavy touch. But gets it back under his own midst. Big look forward. There it goes. Lucchini shielded away by Jones. Lucchini is a goal scorer. Started his career over at Lehigh. Patriot League Offensive Player of the Year in 2019. As he also ended himself on the Mac Herman Trophy watch list. He led the Patriot League with 11 goals there with the Mountain Hawks. Ended up continuing and finishing his career over at Pittsburgh. Had 3 goals, 4 assists, 19 games played. It's a good place for him to conclude it all. And a foul intended, or at least wanted, by Ocean City, I should say. And it was not granted. They stick with it. Flick to the right end. Here comes the low cross. This is Kawahara looking for something. Taken away. Westchester. What can they try and find? Not much. Kawahara Hope winning it back. Silva skips out to the left, off balance, does his duty, and forces a corner. Last touched by Carter Houlihan. The corner coming on the left side for Ocean City. That's Marco Silva time. Lots of movement in the middle. Here it comes. Headed in and grabbed by Gate C. So he holds tight, waiting for everybody else to clear. About 10 minutes to go before halftime. Very important 10 minutes in tonight's affair. Nearly dribbled himself into some trouble. Jackson Gilman, though, sporting that captain's R-band. 2023 All-ACC third-team selection over at Pittsburgh. Mid-season top 100 list as well. Played more minutes than anybody else with the Panthers this season. Here it comes. Into the center, back end. Thomas has picked it up and kicked away by Cafiro. And he's trying to chase this down himself. He did keep it in. At least it seemed like he did. It's Westchester ball. Patrick Short. We'll leave it be here. Intercepted by Thomas. Here he goes. He likes his chances. It's adventurous. He has it in his wheelhouse, but could not finish. It stays 0-0. He's finished up his senior year over at Duke. 44 games in his Blue Devils career. 5 goals, 7 assists. When you're in the ACC, it's just a different breed of soccer over there. You just learn the game at a different level. And he brings such a high soccer IQ. He's been maybe one of the more important players and impressive players this evening. A line drive. Keeper to keeper. Asking for something up top is Roby, but Yuri Sendin has opted to go elsewhere. The reliable Luke Thomas, but runs into trouble as well. Silva's so good with his feet. Should be offsides here, and the flag is up. Alberto Cruz. He's from Madrid, Spain. He's played at some of those academies over there in Spain. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. He's also played with Leganes U19. Before he took his talents here to the United States, and it is that Alberto Cruz who has gone down, but now is back to his feet. Kawahara, well read, loops it up, and this could be the chance now. Spicer looking for it, and it's hit off the crossbar, and out of danger. Nearly could have been 1-0 for Ocean City, and Silva slides out in front again. Here's Cruz, and a low ball that's gathered by Gate C. And a foul in the center of the park. It allows Westchester to maybe think about going quick, and indeed they do. Here they come. Pulla into the center for Lucchini. Oh, he slips over the ball. Knew he missed a chance, and he stayed down right now, holding his neck. And that forces the official to stop play. And the trainer will tend to him. What a chance that was for Ocean City. Spicer was in. And one that clanks off the crossbar. Maybe should have been 1-0 for Ocean City. Instead, it's still scoreless here. So because it is a head injury, Lucchini has to come off here. The question will be just exactly how long he will be. And so the referee will try to get the restart back to where play was halted when he whistled it dead. We've played 40. Lucchini is going to sit down at midfield. They're going to check out his neck as well. It was a really nasty tumble after he tripped over the ball. He'd had it right underneath him, but he was trying to torque his body to where he could throw one on target. And just never really quite got to that point. So Westchester are currently playing with 10 men. That would be a nasty blow if Lucchini cannot continue. He is a threat and then some up top. Jones. Robinson hits his backside. Now back up, Kawahara, and cut off by Thomas. Smart kick there by Patrick Short. Robinson sliding out to claim it. And down a player, Westchester putting up an attack here. Short. Wow. Vijay is the captain. Had it read. I'm gonna try again, Westchester, this time from the left side. Carter Houlihan fouling it. And Blaise Santangelo fairly frustrated on the Westchester bench. Gets his money worth there for a couple seconds. Closing in on about 3 minutes till halftime. Jones, well, there was an idea, but the idea was not calculated from his teammate. I think it was supposed to be for Moses Kafiro, and he never really started running. Jones doesn't miss many of those. Kawahara right into the chest of Ridge Robinson. See who they favor this. It's Westchester's ball. So there's a throw going on behind that speaker there. And here it comes. Westchester's final third attempt does not stay true. Alberto Cruz looking for options. He does have some. Works it towards Miller on the right side. Miller trying to cross. Colin Veltri was the nearest teammate. And Gatesy holding tight. So Josh Lucchini is back out there for Westchester now. After his brief minute or two being tended to by the trainer. And he's got some strides. He's looking to make a few more runs before the break of halftime. Resch went up real strong. Robinson stepping back up here. Wow, he has been good tonight. He just keeps running out there, doesn't he? He doesn't necessarily play the full 90, but the time he is out there, he puts out every bit of effort he can. Now Westchester free kick from distance here. That's how everybody's lined up. See if they go near or far. They went far last time. Oh, maybe towards the middles over the head of Robinson. He was leaping backwards for it. Try to use every inch of body he had. Nearly. Full 45 played. Glad you're with us here tonight. Is there maybe another twist in this first half? It'll certainly change up the team talks if one of these two teams can score. And a touch by Short there. Both teams certainly have seemed up for it tonight. Been a really wonderful matchup. A lot of things to talk about so far, but no goal to talk about. Jones with the outside of his foot. Maybe the biggest moment was one hitting off the crossbar for Ocean City. Nolan Spicer has had a look or two tonight. He missed, and then there's another one by Artur Vigier that was saved heroically by Gatesy after it was given away in a bad area by Westchester. Those are the two big looks. Westchester did have one, maybe a second. Now Thomas looking for that through ball. Jones is usually there, though. Oh, hang on a moment. Taken away and nearly clobbered in by Lucchini. It looks like he may have kicked Bonaire in the face. Accidentally, of course, looking for the ball. And it also ignites the trainer to sprint out. Well, Jones, right as we were singing his praises, he was double teamed unexpectedly. And almost got Westchester's chance. Well, there maybe was one more twist, but it will hold Ocean City back here. Bonaire being attended to right now, right as halftime is about to hit here in Wayne, PA. And they will hand the ball to him, so he will have halftime to perhaps get everything put together again, including this moment here, deciding where to roll it out. Had options, but not with much space involved. Looks like Bonaire is slowly but surely reacclimating himself to things. Pushed back by Robinson here. And it stays in for Pulla. Short also runs over it. Here we go, Ocean City. Player to the left, they got three. It's found Marco Silva. Silva with his left foot, and he curls it in. And right before halftime, Ocean City take their 1-0 lead. Had it in a fantastic spot, and all he had to do was just curl it around Alex Gatesy, and he did exactly that. And Silva opening the scoring on the brink of halftime here tonight.
Ocean City goal scored by number 7, Marco Silva.
Now, we said, would there be a twist? There was one. And it's one that results in an Ocean City goal. Sounds like there's still about a couple minutes to go here. The added minutes from the full 45. And Ocean City now pushed back defensively by Westchester. They hold tight. All of a sudden could be looking for a second. Nearly dropped in. Headed away by Cruz. Hit from behind by Roby. And Ocean City with a free kick. I'll at least maybe get one more sensor into the mixer. And certainly changes the outlook and perhaps the halftime team talk by Blaise Santangelo. After a first half that it almost seemed like they were able to hold Ocean City off. Well, they allow one just at the end here. And potentially a second. Lined through. Nobody waiting. Resch may be the closest for Ocean City. And no kick will commence. That is what concludes the first half. Both teams almost stalemated in the first half. Westchester had a chance or two. Ocean City maybe had the more clean-cut looks. But one quick final chance by Marco Silva on a break the other way by Ocean City gives them a 1-0 lead at the break. Through 45 minutes, it's Ocean City 1, Westchester United 0. The dust has settled. Second half just about ready to begin here at YSC Academy. Glad you are with us here on YouTube. Christian Taylor. It's a 1-0 Ocean City lead. It was a goal scored in about the 45th minute by Marco Silva for the Nor'easters. And that is how they have the edge here. Even though both teams had a good handful of shots, Ocean City maybe had the clear cut, better chance of scoring their opportunities. But Ocean City still saw some moments where they were defending. Westchester did what they needed and tried to do. Some of their attacks looked very promising, just maybe didn't result in the goal that they were looking for. And that is why you play a second 45 to see who picks up either 1-0 or 3 points. A rough tumble. It looks like it was Agustin Resch who leaped up for it. It was Ridge Robinson who collided into him. Resch, who was one of the 2 starting center backs tonight for Ocean City. He's pleading for just a little bit more than just a simple foul call. And Robinson goes over and makes sure that he is okay. Resch, we never really got to talk about him too much in that first half, even though he was very important. You know, he plays over at Seton Hall after making his way over to New Jersey from Argentina. And now at Seton Hall, he started 7 of 14 that he played this season. It's now a Seton Hall team and program that has seen some success. Used to have a lot of losing seasons, but now have a winning record in 3 of the last 4 years, and perhaps he has become a big part of it. So there is one change there at the break for Westchester. Ori Arzi is now in. Looks like Josh Lucchini's night is done. They were working on him a little bit there during halftime still, and perhaps just never got him to the point where he could continue. That could be a nice big blow not to have number 9 out there, but Ori Arzi's got capabilities of doing some things. Right now, as there's a whistle there towards the other end. Right now, Arzi playing towards the defensive end. They've done a little bit of maneuvering Westchester, so Ridge Robinson has stayed out there kind of maneuvering wherever he pleases. Ken Roby is pushed up to the top man, to about that number 9 spot. We'll see just how soon Blaise Santangelo wants to go deeper into that bench. And a free kick coming for the Nor'easters, who lead 1-0 here. About 3 minutes played in this second half. Looks dangerous, doesn't it? Jones had an idea. It was kicked away or headed away. This is a corner kick, by the way. Once again, hidden behind that speaker, Nolan Spicer finished his freshman year over at Notre Dame. Runs are being made. Here it comes, and it's a very short ball. One that's delivered into the night sky. Shouts for handball. And there's a foul going against Ocean City. Actually, it might have been their handball. Beg your pardon. Resch just sitting on the back end, waiting, just cannot believe it. It's a new change as well for Ocean City. You see the new man in there, number 20. Andrew Kitch, who is a returner from last year's squad. replaces Alberto Cruz. So Alberto Cruz, who was a unanimous all-rookie team selection in 2022 for the American Athletic Conference. And here they come. Ocean City, a chance for a second and sliding out is Gatesy. And it screams itself into the trees. Ocean City can break when you least expect it. Anyways, Kitch replaces Cruz, the Memphis man, the Memphis sophomore, turning into junior. Kitch just finished a freshman season at North Carolina. Seeing so many ACC players in tonight's matchup. A little over 5 minutes played in this second half. So Kitch, he redshirted this season though. North Carolina was a Tar Heels team that reached the quarterfinals this season in the NCAA tournament. And certainly a summer where he looks to thrive and build up just a little bit more. Maybe get a couple more looks there with the Tar Heels this season. Moses Cafiro, he's still in. He's there on the left end. And Roby tried to toss it in and had it taken away there by Cafiro. Cafiro's a Canadian, by the way. Over at Carleton University. Won Ontario University Athletic Championship with the Ravens this year. Vijay, there was a lot of spin on that ball, brought down by Kawahara. He's popped it in. Kitch, maybe an intended target. Robinson ignited, but Resch taking control, doing his center back duties. Wow, what a ball to Miller. And first touch was heavy, but still under his own control. Miller, always curling away. He was off balance. Ocean City, as we mentioned at the start of this broadcast, sitting in first place right now because of the points per game gathered. They have one game in hand right now on Westchester, who have one more point than Ocean City. Westchester have just one extra draw. Otherwise, the records are very similar. Down in the corner. It is a throw for Westchester. Here, by the way, is how the rest of this Mid-Atlantic Division looks. With Reading sitting at third with the 9 points, 3-2 record. Philly Lone Star 7 points, sitting at 2-4-1. Real Central New Jersey is fifth, 3 points, 1-4. And dead last is Lehigh Valley. It's usually how this division has situated itself the last few years. It's always kind of been that same exact order, maybe one or two exchanged, but Ocean City and Westchester are the cream of the crop of this conference, with Reading doing their thing. And then Lehigh Valley towards the bottom. Through ball there for Kitch, nothing going. There was an idea. Try to do a little bit, try to do it, everything himself, send in. And now he's giving it away. Cafiro back here for Vijay. Now on the right side for Veltri. Crosses the face of goal. Stays 1-0. Colin Veltri is certainly an interesting story here for Ocean City. So firstly, maybe a big reason why he is even playing with Ocean City. Certainly proximity-wise, he's from Mays Landing, New Jersey, but he has two older brothers, Matthew and Justin. They actually both played with Matt Perella, head coach Matt Perella over at Ryder. So Matt Perella certainly knew Colin Veltri growing up and playing there in college with his brothers. Veltri has just put together a sophomore season with St. John's. He's concluded his time there. He is actually going to be going to the Coastal Athletic Association, playing with the Elon Phoenix, a team that went 6-8-4 this season. Played 23 games there with the Red Storm and increased in his action from his first year to his second year. Started with 10 games, picked up 13 appearances this season. Here come the Predators. RZ switches fields. It's send in. Drop down to the end line, out of bounds. Goal kick for Ocean City. And this night will continue as just a 1-0 in favor of Ocean City.
Table down, bring the box over here, and just put the table and the tablecloth over here.
On the right side. Now it's Kitch. Tries to work his way inside, gets some sort of a pass off. But after the ball cleared the byline, a little over 10 minutes played in this second half, as the score has stayed 1-0 for Ocean City. Both teams with a change. They're at halftime. Play started up here. Brought down here. Houlihan. Look at Pulla trying to stay with it here. Wow, thumps itself against the brick. Dialed in here. Chested down by Pulla, the senior out of Drexel. Look at how quickly Marco Silva ignited himself out of a can. Oh, look out here. And a slippage by Silva maybe helped out Gatesy. And he did have the extra step to it, but I don't know. It's a nervy moment. And after that scary scene, Westchester with their chance. Roby's got it. Looks to cut in. Should be a corner for Westchester. Indeed it is. And come from this left side. It's a beautiful facility, this, but we do have the downside of being blocked off by just a half a second. You see two Ocean City players trying to stay near, making sure things stay away from keeping it low, as well as the short corner. Here it comes, towards the center, skids away, Robinson. Not quite. Throw in for Ocean City. Spreads out to Roby. It's a split three defenders. Artur Vijay underneath it. Stays here. 1-0 for Ocean City, as this game has approached nearly the hour mark. Glad you're with us here tonight. Lone goal being scored by Marco Silva just before halftime for Ocean City on a good breakaway. He just curled it beyond Alex Gatesy, who has at times stood on his head tonight. Has made a couple big saves. Outright for Luke Thomas. Thomas bringing on his pace. Cafiro can match it, though. Always seem to be some extra players waiting for the ball for the Nor'easters. Quickly flipped up here for Thomas. Thomas into the center. Robinson nearby. Looking to lose it. And Ocean City able to do so. They lose the defender and start their attack as this game trying to spread out a little bit. Oh, look at that pace. Popped up by Gilman, still in play. Silva brought it down out of the sky. And Cafiro reclaiming. Through ball, the intention was on goal. And Gate C not taking any risks. He stuck that mitt down. Ball is out of play for an Ocean City throw-in. A little tug of the jersey by Jack Bonus. Visitors continue with it. Yeah, how quickly they try and go here. Nobody there. Big bit of miscommunication, and it's out for a throw. I guess that's maybe the only beneficial thing if you're Ocean City, because that's a tight corner to throw it out of. Westchester's lone non-win this season was a draw, 2-2 draw with Philly Lone Star. Otherwise, they have a 5-0 win against Philly Lone Star, 2-1 against Reading, a 3-2 against Real Central New Jersey, and a 1-0 again against Philly Lone Star. Foul in the center of Westchester, extremely frustrated with that whistle. Up next is a trip to Reading for Westchester. Still got this one to try and figure out. At the edge of the penalty area, slipped away. Marco Silva back to the left side. This is Cafiro. Cafiro stopped in his tracks, but a corner kick. These two teams play again later this month, June 28th, over at the Beach House. And then again on July 13th to close off the season. One of 3 matchups. This is the lone one here in Pennsylvania. Header by Jones. And it's over top. Gate C did what he needed to do. You just cannot leave that man unmarked. And even when you do mark him, it's still hard to beat and prevent anything. Long walk to the corner. Josh Jones finished up a junior year at Louisville. Drafted by Real Salt Lake in the second round of this year's MLS Super Draft. Sent back. There is Jones looking to turn with it! And it's bounced in! He's got good footwork too. And it's 2-0 for Ocean City. Josh Jones, he can do it with his head, he can do it with his feet. And gives Ocean City now some breathing room here.
The Ocean City goal scored by number 24, Josh Jones.
Well, as we were mentioning, it was almost right on cue, wasn't it? We were mentioning about Jones, how he was drafted 47th overall in the MLS Super Draft this season, but he decided he's going to return to Louisville for his senior year and then continue on to Real Salt Lake in 2025. He got the clearance. He wants to make sure he gets his degree and finish business over there with the Cardinals in Kentucky. And he has that on the horizon, and he also wants to do this in the summer. Already he is steps above certainly a lot of his competition. And he has a goal and could very much be in the conversation, certainly for Ocean City's #1 player of the year, but maybe for the nation. And now helps give Ocean City a 2-0 lead tonight. 65 minutes gone. Still time if you're Westchester, but this has been just another day at the office for the Nor'easters, who have only allowed 1 goal in this entire USL League 2 season so far. And a ball that rolls over the foot of Arzies, tries to get back to it. Roby now. Westchester looking inspired, but the ball rolling past their own near post. The change for Westchester sees Luke Martelli come in. Ocean City looking again. There's a foul at the edge of the box. And a yellow card is shown. So it's not a penalty, but it's awfully close to one. It's literally as close as you can make it here. Another really superb opportunity. Well, the change for Westchester sees Ridge Robinson make way. Josh Pulla has now pushed forward. Martelli playing more of a right, or left mid rather. Very interesting to see how you address this. There are so many different options you can have, but you got to have some great finesse if you want to score a goal from here. Something that he certainly has, and the wall does its job. Corner kick. 2 changes await for the visitors. And it may come after this corner. Certainly it's a setup that has proved beneficial. Certainly about 3 or 4 minutes ago, Jones's goal, and they targeted him again. Pushed back into the center and cleared away only for a brief moment. Headed down in his own area by Patrick Short. Short's got it. Kept out left, beg your pardon. Ridge Robinson still out there. Are going to look with this one again. Pulla here on the left side. It is out of play. So it looks like the man who was changed is actually Luke Thomas for Westchester. Well, the goal scorer for Ocean City, his night has concluded. Marco Silva sits. The other man to make way is Nolan Spicer. Give you the changes here for Ocean City in just a brief moment. Meanwhile, Westchester with the build-up that cannot do what it needs to do. So it's now Theo Silva out on the pitch for Ocean City. Attends the University of Rio Grande over in Ohio. Trapped here nicely by Patrick Short. Now on the right side for Westchester. Opportunity thwarted again. Only for a brief moment. Oh, and a big hit as Roby goes down and holding that left leg. Westchester quickly started up again. Can they find something? Looking to work through the new man and Luke Martelli here on the left side. And a weave around Houlihan as he tries to claw his way back in defensively. Here's a new sub in Theo Silva. And Cafiro keeping it away from Ken Roby. Shouts for handball on that far side, and it is granted. As Jalen Anderson.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him.
Looks like Westchester about to make another change too. 26 minutes played in this second half. So receiving the penny is Carter Houlihan for Westchester. So his night has come to a close. It's a tall task to try and work a midfield against Ocean City. Also leaving is Yuri Sendin. And now officially Ridge Robinson off. Michael Tedewitz is on. Beg your pardon, Yassine Alkaloun has come on. Those 26 and 25s look pretty close. Right back towards the center. Westchester with an opportunity and cleared by Theo Silva. So Yassine Alkaloun will secure himself up top, the grad student from Drexel. There in the middle, a foul going against Ocean City. And a chance for Westchester now. They're in the evening shade, if you will. Michael Tedewitz has now come in.
I can recognize someone being like nervous.
Going to play somewhat more of a midfield role. Daniel Kruger has done so too, number 15 for Westchester. Free kick here for the Predators, knowing they need to try and find something here. Headed around and nearly batted in. The offsides flag is up, even though Marc Bonaire sat on top of it. And it stays 2-0 for Ocean City. In case you're just tuning in, it was a Marco Silva goal right before halftime for Ocean City. And Josh Jones scoring off of a corner kick to make it 2-0. He did so in the 64th minute. And folks, we are approaching 15 minutes remaining here in regulation. Jalen Anderson helped bring it into a good area for Ocean City. He's found it again. Alcaloon staying on him. A roller that hits out of play. So yes, the new changes. So Michael Taydewitz, he's senior from Penn. 4 starts this season, scored his first collegiate goal against Lehigh this year. He concluded with 16 total games. Luke Martelli, a freshman year over at Villanova. Throws in a lot of energy, doesn't he? Chance on the left side for Ocean City to try and get a third. Colin Veltri well over top. He would have loved the goal there, wouldn't he? Daniel Kruger is a youngster, by the way. He's also come on. Plays right here at YSC Academy. He's played for the Philly Union Academy. And has committed to Wake Forest. Oh, watch out. It's given away. It's an opportunity for Patrick Short. He slides it to the right. And Westchester have one back. 2-1. Game not over. About 14 minutes to go before 90 minutes are hit. And now perhaps a little bit of life here for the home side. It's sent deep here, Ocean City.
Westchester goal scored by number 22, Josh Polo.
Josh Pulla putting things up here to 2-1. 76 minutes, still a little bit of life here. Ocean City now trying to jump and reclaim their cushion that they did have. Well, it shows you how important that second goal was and see what they can try and find here. Rolling over top of it was Luke Martelli on the left side. And as Pulla tries to get up here. How can they try and find? Pulla's found it on the left side now. As he's found himself over here, he's tripped up behind the play. Advantage being given. And a free kick for Westchester. A yellow card shown to Jansen Miller. And wow, all of a sudden, this game is kind of turned on its head. And this turns into a very, very important free kick. I just needed one look. And hats off to Patrick Short, who was very unselfish in that breakaway moment after the mistake was made. They capitalize off of it. Pulla standing over the ball right now. Takes his time to set it down here. A little bit of movement going on here in the crowd. Kept low, not the best of balls. Let's see if Martelli can recycle this one. Westchester looking for a similar result almost now as compared to last year. They started up 2-0 and they came back. Ocean City came back and tied up the game. Well, Ocean City had the 2-0 lead. Can Westchester do the same? It certainly keeps this game alive, doesn't it? But approaching just 10 minutes to go. Some changes made by Blaise Santangelo that has ignited just a little bit more. Chance here on the left side, and always curling away. Colin Davis playing role of defense here. Really, all the changes have been made here from Blaise Santangelo. Bonus has switched to a right back look. Now come Ocean City, up the middle, thumped, but still in a good area for Anderson. Here he comes. Staves him off the ball, into the center, and over top. Andrew Kitch thought he had it. Can't believe that he missed his opportunity.
Come back. Hey, can you see this guy here with the earbuds and the camouflage hat? See this guy here? He's an old friend of mine, but he actually keeps stats for USL 2. Yeah. Could you just tell him to come see me under your name? Thank you.
And that is given to Ocean City again.
I used to buy it when I was a freshman. I used to buy his beer.
Little less than 10 to go now here in this Wayne, PA evening.
30+ years later, here I am. He's
Thank you for tuning in here tonight. Christian Taylor here with you on YouTube. Westchester trailing 2-1. That's Maruki Kawahara to launch this into the box. And Vijay takes advantage of Westchester trying to oppose him and forces it out for a corner. A corner that they may not hustle too much to find. Things have become awfully tense here tonight. It was somewhat comfortable, not entirely comfortable, but somewhat comfortable by Ocean City with their 2-0 lead, and Westchester have gotten one back. Josh Pullett taking it as VJ. Skied up and it skips off the top of the head of Kitch. Tries it again, Jones waiting for it. VJ, it's a good first touch. Works it out for Silva. Silva found a little bit of space. Quickly fired in. Resch could not tickle the twine. Now you see what he can do. Kind of winded up that right foot, didn't he? He's feeling the pressure of Anderson. And it's Elkaloon who's fouled. And Colin Davis will receive the restart. Pushing forward, decent opportunity, tries a quick one-timer and forces a corner kick on the right end. Tatowitz has added a little bit of speed out there. Looking to set this up here. And it comes. Header! Oh, and across the face of goal. It was a wide open look. And it's just about trying to angle it back. Oh no, as he missed a chance. 6.5 to go. And another change for Ocean City. It's a change that has brought in Kalen Debbage. It was played over at Gardner-Webb, as well as Drury University in Division II. Looks like as well, Moses Kafiro has switched to a right back. Almost looks like it's a 4 or 5 back set now for Ocean City. Vijay Now it's Kawahara. Miller has a yellow card here tonight. Actually, really the only caution shown. It's been, I mean, there have been fouls, but it hasn't been insane this evening. As one has been able to see in other games for sure. Westchester knowing they have to hustle here. Cannot waste much time. They have to find one more. No other option for it. Knowing that the matchup between these two teams can really dictate who wins this division, this Mid-Atlantic division. Running away from everybody here. Arzi. Rolled back to Jackson Gilman. Davis directing some traffic from his left spot. 5 minutes to go for 90 is met.
Oh, really?
Of course, will be another minute or two added on. Josh Pulla, been the hero so far for Westchester. Here comes the ball, and a big miss. One that maybe could have done something if thrown on. Shouts for a penalty, and they're going to give it way of Ocean City.
Two-handed shot.
Much to the chagrin of the Westchester faithful here.
Both hands out.
And so Ocean City take over in their own territory. That is the keeper in Bonaire. They'll just take it out of harm's way. It's Westchester ball here. Quickly dialed in towards Arzi. Westchester still have a foot in this game. And they're setting some very interesting balls towards the back line. Cutting in is Martelli. Look over the shoulder by Arzi. Toss towards the right here for Bonus. Staying on his feet here, looking to take it in. Can't do so. And deep into the night sky and into the trees here, YSC. About 3 minutes to go before this has reached 90. Chested down here, and Vijay taking it as far as he can, and it bounced very awkwardly as it was Anderson who almost got something, and now it's the goalkeeper in Gatesy who collided into Jackson Gilman. Unfortunately, it looks like both of those two might be okay. Gilman still not feeling entirely great. Josh Pulla here on the left side, wearing number 22 for Westchester. He's stayed out there. He's been so important in tonight's proceedings. Anderson now for Kitch. Ocean City would certainly love one more bit of cushion, but I know if they can hold on here, it is their 3 points. Gafira, who is playing elsewhere here, taking off the ball, but a foul against Westchester, and this will allow some time to drip off the clock. And Kawahara will tie his shoes. And the referee going over immediately and saying something to him. See where he delivers this one. Curls it beautifully. And Westchester respond well. Simple throw again for Ocean City. 1 minute away from 90. It's really taking their time here. Time is on their side. Deep throw into the box. Intended for Jones again. Fichet, looking to dice through everybody and can't do so. And Ocean City with the goal kick. Gatesy receives it quickly. Just want to simply build out of the back. That is their best option. It's at least what they feel their best option is. Cross field here. They'll build up from the right. Asking for the ball is El Kaloun, and he's got it now. Arzi looking over his shoulder. Sent towards the center. Now a chance at the edge of the penalty area. Westchester looking to find something here. Left for Davis. Davis with the curler. Headed it towards Anderson, who tries to corral it with his thigh. No foul. Play continues. Westchester with it. Martelli looking to maneuver some space here. He finds El Kaloun, and it's out of play in favor of Ocean City. It's their throw. 3 added minutes. And we've almost played one of those 3 added minutes. Martelli touched it.
There will be at least 3 added minutes.
Davis.
To the second half.
4 added minutes is the total call here. And it is an Ocean City ball here. But there is 3 minutes left from here on out. Deep toss. That's an incredible header by Davis. And it ends up out of play. And Ocean City can take their time again. Almost played 2 of the 4 added. Gilman looked to angle that header. Couldn't do entirely all of that. It was Kawahara. Let it fly. I wonder if Gatesy's going to try throwing it. No, he won't. Not going to quite take that risk. Toss into Gilman. It's a weird bouncer that he now has to take control of. Pull it. Martelli on the left side, kept low, calling everybody off is Bonaire. And spins around with it a little bit just to give it another second or 2. About 90 seconds remaining. Just a little under that. Brought down here by Resch. It wasn't clean, but he did what he needed to do. Throwing for Westchester, perhaps one last gasp. Got a goal with about 15 to go, and they've been chasing this game since. The official is going to move him back just a little bit. In comes the ball. Backline header away. And to send it right back where it came from. Here on the opposite side, kicked away by Resch. He's had a good night tonight, including a shot. A little less than a minute now, about 40 seconds before it reaches the added 4. Pulla right back out. Just have to send something into the box here if you're Westchester. Throw coming. Reads 48-40 right now. It's 4 added minutes. It's going to be a long one here, and needing to push the goal out of the way is Patrick Short, so he can get it into the box at the very least. And it goes. Nothing but orange jerseys around it, and Anderson gets the kick and has an opportunity to perhaps seal the game. Anderson forward, kicks it away, and finishes. And Ocean City will pick up all 3 points tonight. They had to get everyone forward, Westchester. And that is the icing on the cake tonight. Jalen Anderson scoring his first of the evening. He came on as a substitute. Scores in the 95th minute.
Ocean City goal scored by number 19, Jalen Anderson.
And that will surely conclude the evening. Big contingent of Ocean City fans who have made their way down here tonight. Certainly appreciating what they've seen. Westchester certainly gave it their all here tonight. They got close. They at least had a ball into the box, but everybody was in there to try and do something and just could not get the equalizer. Maruki Kawahara is subbed out here in the last couple of moments. And it looks like a Diego Palma switch. Sophomore from Indiana Wesleyan. And it's only going to be a couple of seconds, really, that he's out there. Oh, Westchester will still stay very interested. Thrown out here to the left for Martelli. Played advantage there for a second. And we're very much well beyond the added 4 minutes. Of course, the goal taking a little bit out of that as well. And they start up quickly. Into the box. And over top for a goal kick. And that is perhaps the last moment of tonight's game. The official looking at his watch, imploring him to kick it forward. Play continuing here for a moment. Nice little turn here for Westchester. Big sprint towards the corner and a slide out. Jones, so brilliant again. A little push off the ball there. Throwing again for Westchester here in their final third. Official still not blowing this final whistle. (3-1) the score here for Ocean City. Certainly home and dry. It's just a matter of when that final whistle will be sounded. And they cannot end on a corner, so they will come on and take it here. It's just the matter of finishing this all off. Waiting for this corner to be taken. In it goes. And headed away by Jones. And there's the final whistle of tonight's game. It was fairly interesting from beginning to end. Ocean City started with a goal from Marco Silva just before the stroke of halftime, making it 1-0. Then in the second half, Josh Jones scoring off of a corner, making it 2-0 in the 64th minute. But Westchester did not stay away. Got a good breakaway goal. That was Westchester taking advantage of a mistake, making it 2-1. And then, even though it was very close for Westchester, in the end, it was a final goal by Jalen Anderson in added minutes to conclude the game as a 3-1 final score.
Your final score from YSC Sports. Westchester United 1, Ocean City Nor'easters 3.
And with that, folks, that will conclude it for us here tonight at YSC Academy. Shout out to all of you watching this one today here on YouTube. What is next for both of these teams? Westchester are at Reading in 3 days. That is a 7 p.m. kickoff over at Alvernia University. And then for Ocean City, who stay perfect this season and now lead the division in points, they play at Philly Lone Star on the 15th, so 4 days from now, as they continue on their chase for another Mid-Atlantic Division crown. Again, these two teams play again later this month and then close it all off in July. So both of those games happening over at Ocean City. This was the only matchup here in Pennsylvania. That'll do it for us here tonight. I'm Christian Taylor saying so long. Our final score one more time here tonight is Ocean City 3, Westchester United 1. We'll see you next time, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.